this is the COVID-19 year and everything like that. So we had a lot of people dealing. How did everyone handle the COVID-19 relationship things? Have you ever seen people breaking up? Like COVID-19 was, it was very stressful.
Yeah,
You had the kids at
man.
home. Before you had a break when you went to work. You had your at work wife, not me. That's
A
something
long time
a
ago. A
long,
long time ago.
long, long time ago. You know what I'm saying? And none of these men on this stage had no. We don't. None of us have at work wives. That was a long time ago. Like I said, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what it is. I think you remember that expression. Adversity doesn't build character; it reveals it.
Yeah, yeah,
I think sometimes people it may be just good to actually just have something come and almost test your mettle to see. Now, obviously, we've seen domestic violence cases climb. We've seen a
Yeah.
spike in alcohol. We've seen people. I think when it comes to trauma or adversity, I think they revert back to some primal instincts in some cases. And if you are going to be in a relationship, obviously it's going to be tested. If it doesn't withstand the test, then obviously that lets you know where there's a void at and where you need to work on certain things. I don't think it's great to just say, all right, well, I think what happens is when you go through certain things, it impairs your judgment. So there are certain people that, I remember a woman told me, she said, I married my husband because of what he wasn't. He wasn't abusing me like the last person. He wasn't, hitting me like the last. He was. So in other words, she just opted basically to try to get to the ground level. And so if something pushes you to a certain situation, so if COVID if you needed COVID to make a strong relationship, that may be something you need to find out why. And if COVID tore your relationship apart, then you need to find that out why also.
Yeah, yeah.
hmm
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, COVID revealed something in my marriage. Me and my wife were always big on going out to dinner. We would go out to dinner, pretty much every week, or sometimes twice a week. But then we couldn't do that, so we basically spent time at home and chilled in the backyard, you know, entertained ourselves. And then when you're forced to be with somebody, it's going to test
hmm
if you really built for that relationship. You know what I mean? But the thing is, I'll be honest with you. Me and my wife made fun of it. We had fun with it. We sat in the backyard. We talked. We laughed. We had conversations about things that we normally didn't have. You know what I'm saying? So to be honest with you, it opened us to each other. You know what I mean? So to me, I think me and my marriage survived the COVID. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that because my wife listens to the show. It's true. You know what
Right.
Yeah, it's so funny. I just had the same conversation with my wife earlier today. We were talking about COVID and the things that we didn't, that we just have a certain, you have a certain rhythm to your marriage, man, and to your life. And our thing is just, you know, the kids will be off to school, and then we'll steal an hour or two, in the day. You know what I mean? It was just like, she's doing her thing on her business, and I'm doing my thing. And I say, hey, honey, let's go to lunch, right quick. You know what I mean? And do something. And you get that little time in, and that kind of helps us until we, kind of navigate the stresses in life, until maybe we get a chance to go away on a vacation or something. But now all of that is gone,
I mean? Yeah, yeah.
and all those stresses are just still there, and they just kind of, what I mean? It's almost like you get a chance to almost shower, wash it away, for a little while, and we haven't had a chance to kind of wash things away in the normal way that we normally operate. You know what I mean? So
And I think also sometimes people realize that they love someone that they don't get along with. And
yeah,
I think
yeah, yeah,
that is, certain things can camouflage it. Certain things
Yeah.
can disguise it. I remember when I think Chris Paul was talking about, you look at some of the athletes, you're on the road every other day, or you're on the road for a couple of weeks and things like that. Then
yeah.
when there's a lockout or something like that, and you're home all the time, they realized they were saying that some of the wives was like, you need to go back and play ball. Like we need to get
Yeah,
started
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
you being here, this marriage doesn't work with you
yeah.
being here all the time. It
Yeah.
works because your schedule allows you to go away a lot, and then I don't have to deal with you in some situations.
But that's the thing, it's a disruptor to your normal, it's like life. You have a normal pattern, and you know what I mean, to your life. You know what I mean? And when something comes along and takes that thing off, now you got to figure out a whole new way in some
Right,
instances to live with one another. You know what I mean?
right,
It
right.
can,
the
it can,
thing, the
it can,
thing
it
with
can
the
almost.
NBA, the thing with the NBA guys, he's away, so they truly don't even know but because they don't spend a lot
Yeah.
of time with each other, they don't really
Yeah,
know
yeah.
if they're compatible for each other.
They don't
No,
find out till after retirement. You know what I mean?
Correct.
And
That's when
yeah,
they're
then
gonna
it's-
find out. When you
yeah,
got to spend a lot of time with the person.
Yeah,
You had
yeah.
basketball season to get you away from it. So you really don't truly know if you're compatible for this person or
Right.
if you guys can mix or not. But
It's
I
like-
said this in the first segment. I told you guys, I said it can't always be about going to the party. You got to be able to go to the funeral too. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So you guys
Yeah.
got to be compatible enough to know that when things are good, you're good. And
Right.
guess what? When things are bad, I should turn around and you should be standing right there too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then vice versa. When she turns
that-
around,
and that-
I should be standing there.
And that should
You
go for friendships during the COVID-19.
Absolutely, D.
you know,
But the
like
thing is, I know who I can call. I know who
Yeah.
I can turn around and going to be there. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. And I had a lot of people helping me out through my sickness and everything like that.
Yeah.
And that really showed who's your real friends and stuff like that. Like,
Correct. Who's
adversity
checking
show-
on you? Yeah.
Adversity and tough times should show you everybody that's in your circle who they really are.
Yeah.
Correct.
You know,
I know somebody put that on the bottom that success reveals, more than adversaries, but I disagree with that. I think adversity is going to reveal people's true character. It's going to reveal your true character. Because I see
Who's gonna be there when you really need it, man?
When you really
who's
need
gonna
it.
show
When
up?
you really
You know?
need it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, everybody shows up when you got a pocket full of cash, man.
Correct.
And you're doing all
Or
right.
when you're having
You
a
got no
cookout,
choice.
when you're having a party,
yeah,
everybody's
yeah.
there.
Everybody's there right on time, yeah. But
You know,
let's stop, see what's up.
But-
yeah. So
let shit hit the fan and see who's there. That'll tell you the truth.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
I'll be there. I got you, man. I got you.
I know you there, D. I got you, buddy. I got you, buddy.
I got $5 on every mission that we go on. So
Yeah.